Welcome back. It's Techie. It's me, Kwame, and I've got my boy Cash.
Yep. We're back. Today we've got an interesting topic. We're going to be talking about LinkedIn Olympics.
Interesting.
Let's jump straight into it. No wasting time. The DMs, because this one is a recent one for me. I wanted to talk about this, and I'm bringing this topic up because I got some stuff to say. Let's just say that.
Talk your talk.
LinkedIn DMs. Why are people that I ain't had no connection with, I got no mutuals, just sliding in my DMs, asking for this, that, and the other, sending me the most basic AI message that I know they sent to 100 other people? Why are they reaching out to me, Kwame?
They always want something, isn't it?
They do. I appreciate it. I was in that point. I think we were both in that situation earlier on in your career where you're cold messaging people. But what I'm saying about this specific scenario is that I had some person A, who reached out to me asking me for XY advice. And, we do It's Techie. I'm always here for advice for the next generation. But there needs to be a little bit of quality control when I can tell that you have sent that message to 10, 20 other people. Not because I've done some next level AI chatbot detector, but just because
I had the long dash in there.
You had the long dash, but also you've sent it to the wrong person with the wrong name.
Yes.
I know that's happened to you, surely.
It has, It has.
But yeah, LinkedIn can be a crazy place. You've got a lot of different people with a lot of different personalities posting what seems like a little bit too much. I mean, do you feel like people overshare on LinkedIn?
Yeah, definitely. I think in my experience, I've read things that didn't need to know, probably. And when they use the phrases like, I know I shouldn't actually put this on LinkedIn, but yeah, then you know exactly what's coming. I don't personally. Yeah, to answer your question simply, yeah, people definitely overshare, and I think it gives you a real perspective of that person, even though I've never met them and I've just got them as a connection.
That's so valid, isn't it? Because especially if you don't know that person in real life, you're. I guess it's the case with a lot of social media, but you're building a persona of them. And if they are talking about some topics that you don't think should be on LinkedIn, it does make you question them. Let's just say that.
It's make or break, because if they're oversharing on something that's you wouldn't typically find on LinkedIn, you're only gonna take to it if you like it, and you're gonna feel indifferent if it's the opposite.
Yeah. No, I get you. Do you think that LinkedIn, what is the best use case for LinkedIn for you? What do you use it for, and what do you like other people to use it for?
I like the celebrations of when people have got new jobs, promotions, and uplifting other people. And yeah, do you know what? Got to love the recruiters. They keep us all in a job. So I like when they're posting ads. And this actually happened the other day. An old colleague of mine who actually employed me.
All right.
I think I briefly spoke to him, and he mentioned that his daughter has ambitions to join or get into law. So I saw a ad, and I was like, Bob, here you go. I think this will be of interest. And he was just so grateful. And I was just like, it didn't take me more than 2 minutes to just press send and forward it to him. And he was touched that I even considered and cared. So I'm not doing it for praise. I'm just highlighting the fact that it can help others, and that's what I use it for.
Yeah, that's the power of social media in general, and especially LinkedIn, obviously, because it is more focused on professional sort of career topics, that the fact that you can send somebody an opportunity that they would never find.
Yeah, sometimes it's not on your grad crackers
Exactly.
or on the direct. Well, it would be on the direct company's website, but there's just certain places that I feel are gate kept, and you would only know if you have certain connections.
Yeah, no, that is complete facts. But why do you think that? I think that most people use LinkedIn for just updating them generally when they get a job, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
But why are people why are people over egging how much they need to put in that LinkedIn post?
Post.
It feels like an Oscar speech. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I second that. I don't know. I think there's a level of etiquette that's expected on LinkedIn, and I think sometimes it's compromised by people playing to the people. So I think that's why people overshare. But ultimately, it's again another subjective topic. What's the definition of oversharing on LinkedIn?
I mean, if you're telling me more than, oh, this is the role that I'm doing, I'm excited to start, then I think it starts becoming oversharing. If you're talking about the ins and outs, and obviously there's some stuff that you shouldn't be sharing. I mean, we come from a cyber perspective, so we're talking about social engineering attacks. Let's be careful, people. Let's check ourselves.
100%.
This is our little cyber clip of the day. Little quote of the day is: check yourself when how much information you actually really want to put out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because all people really need to know is where you're working. That's all.
Yeah,
and that's all they have time to sort of digest from your post, isn't it?
100%. That's where social engineering attacks happen.
Yeah.
Good point. Very, very good point. So, yeah, you know what? That's a brilliant point. So just even being a cyber professional, you can define what is oversharing. But I think companies, well, nowadays, when you join a company, they have clauses to do with social media. They have policies to do with social media. So I guess if you're in doubt, just check that and see what is in there that you may be doing that you shouldn't be doing. Even another example of oversharing, like people that have clearances. Allegedly, if you've got clearances, it's a known fact. It's not meant to be shared. So why there's groups that say SC cleared, DV cleared, and even stating it publicly is in breach.
Yeah. I think people might have misunderstood when we started this topic in this episode. We're not trying to be haters. We're just trying to say this is a little bit more of a serious episode for our cybersecurity folks out there listening in, but just share what you feel that needs to be. Obviously nothing needs to be. You don't need to post on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But I get that everybody's trying to build their own personal brands.
Correct.
But yeah, just be careful what you post, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I know there isn't particularly like a handbook that says share this, don't share that. Read the room. You know, you deep down know if you should be sharing that or not.
Yeah, because some people take their branding to the next level, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're really trying to, it almost becomes a little bit theatrical, the amount they're posting on there and the amount they're sharing.
Correct.
But yeah, it's an interesting one. Have you ever got LinkedIn Premium?
Yes.
Ooh.
The trial.
Oh, okay.
I'm not paying for that.
You're just there for the field trial.
Yeah, free trial. They offered it to me when I first joined, and I obviously barely had any connections, so I didn't really get to see the full benefits of it. But now your boy has got quite a bit of connections, if I might say so myself.
What are we saying? Over 500 connections?
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, man. It could be. Yeah, definitely, easily. The stats are there, people. So just saying what I'm saying, but yeah, the point is, just had a blank thought.
Yeah, it is. The LinkedIn Premium is a bit. I don't think there's anybody else that is paying for LinkedIn Premium. I think they are in your boat that they just get offered a free trial. I still haven't taken up on it, but
you haven't. What are you waiting for?
I know I get a bit intimidated by it as soon as I see somebody that's got LinkedIn Premium, so I don't want to make anybody feel like that. And plus, I'm happy with where I am, and I think most people use it when they're looking for a job, isn't it? So that they can.
Yeah, that's purely that's what I would use it for if I had it.
It's another. It's annoying though, isn't it? That all these things are being put behind paywalls now. If we could talk to the LinkedIn CEO, I'm not sure who that is at this stage, but why are you keeping the good opportunities from the people? Why are you getting them to pay?
Yeah, some may say it now strays away from what the original intended purpose of it was.
Yeah, no, I agree. But there are some sort of inspirational stories that you do get from LinkedIn that you wouldn't. I think it does give that freedom. Like I think with a lot of social media, because there's stories that you just wouldn't talk about in your day-to-day 9 to 5, or you might just not have the time to do it.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of. Sometimes I'll be reading stories with colleagues that I work with, and you wouldn't get that sort of insight into their personal lives or great things that they're doing, great initiatives that they're part of. So I definitely think there is a role for LinkedIn. Would you agree?
Yeah, easily. Yeah, I'd second that.
Yeah, that's great. Let's move on. Let's move on to something that's a little bit more. It's going to get the audience a little bit more riled up about the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a gaslighter? Are you honest with how you feel, or are you just slapping the same AI congratulations with a little confetti?
Can't lie, you got me there. A little bit. I don't, but I'm not doing it deliberately. Like, I think if it's somebody that's connected with me that I don't know, I'm sorry, you're probably going to get their AI response of congratulations. But when I send it, it is sincere.
Yeah.
However, when it's somebody that I do know, it's most likely not going to be an AI message because I know them. So I'll be able to give further context of why I'm congratulating someone, for example. I don't know. That's what I do. I don't know if other people do that. It'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to sort of gauge. I think what we want to figure out from the audience is, because it is valuable, but is LinkedIn essentially just Instagram in a suit? It's a crazy line to say, but would you agree with that statement that LinkedIn is just Instagram in a suit?
Yes, I think just based on the stats like engagement, when I've posted pictures with it, it trends more, gets more likes. Contrast to when it's just a post, it's different. So that clearly tells you it's now become the Instagram, a professional Instagram, pretty much.
There are some people that, as with Instagram, that take it too far. That'll be looking at the amount of impressions that they get on their posts, thinking that they're the next Bill Gates or something, that they've said something really special.
Agreed. And you know what? I'm gonna take it somewhere that people wouldn't really typically talk about.
Okay.
And that's specifically using LinkedIn as if. So the term sliding in the DMs, it comes from sliding into somebody's messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
People are doing that on LinkedIn. In my opinion, not the place for it. You shouldn't be connecting with someone or sliding in the LinkedIn DMs trying to move to them. And again, for context, if you're not familiar with the term of moving to them, that is trying to
court a woman.
That's great expression. Trying to court a woman. It's not the place.
Yeah, I've seen this trend on TikTok, and not the best one, folks. Not the best one. I think there's apps out there for that. Let's not get LinkedIn involved in that whole situation.
Exactly. So that's why I say that to say yes, it is like it is like the suited Instagram or professional Instagram, but it's LinkedIn ultimately. So let's treat it as such.
And sort of, yeah, that's very valid. And I think if we were to build on the previous episode where we talked about promotions,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that there is value in keeping people on your feed, or I guess you could say they're in your network, updated with what you're doing? Because do you think that will lead to more opportunities? As in, we talked about previously introverts and extroverts in terms of personality, but what about in terms of social media presence? There are people that are way more, like we said earlier,
Vocal.
vocal and overshare on LinkedIn, whereas those people, I might fall into that category again, that just keep it moving, just say when I got a job or if I've graduated and this, that, and the other.
Yeah. Again, this is probably my catchphrase now. Very subjective. I think it's fair to say that yes, it is.
It's not. LinkedIn will never show how good Kwame is at his job, will it?
Correct.
You, at the end of the day, you're the one that I know people can leave comments and say, and sort of double down and say that you've done a good job in a specific role, but it is a lot of sort of self gratification. You're giving yourself your own praises, aren't you? You're blowing your own trumpet. Pause.
Crazy work.
So it's some people, I guess, it comes more naturally to them, and some people it doesn't.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. But it's an interesting one because it's dependent on the individual again, but it's true. The people that shout the loudest, they're seen more, and hence why promotion may come in their favor a bit more. But bringing it back to topic is just simply to say, it's a difficult one.
It's a tough topic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think LinkedIn, but let's bring it back into the more sort of wider corporate landscape. Let's say, sounds very technical to say, but is LinkedIn as sort of an important? I don't think important is the right word, but would you say LinkedIn is a sort of, I'm going to use important. Is it very important in corporate for your journey, for noting down what you've done?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say yes because, for example, myself, so shout out to the Black Tech Achievement Awards. I was spotted and I was spotted just based on my role. So that's obviously stating my title. And that's what enabled me to actually become a finalist of 2025's Cyber Person of the Year. And that was just based on my personal profile. Right. So had I not looked into my personal brand, then I wouldn't have had the opportunity to even be nominated, let alone the things that have come with that. And for those that are interested, feel free to search them up. But it was a great opportunity for me. So I think it's important to have it. I just don't think it's mandatory. But I think if you want to further elevate and get ahead in the game, you need it. I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, I think we can just say it's become part of the game now, isn't it?
100%.
It is LinkedIn, building your own personal brand, like you said, getting spotted for actual recognition awards or just getting accredited. I think it's here to stay, whether we like 100%. It or not. I think it is here to stay. But I think it does give people that work in sort of quite a niche field, or may work in quite a niche field, a different sort of perspective, as in building your own personal brand. That takes a whole different skill set, and yeah, it's a whole different repertoire that technical folks might not have.
Yeah.
Building an online presence is, in this generation, and it's going to get more and more important, I would say, is very valid, isn't it?
Yeah, we grew up in a time where, okay, now you're gonna probably try to guess our ages, but we grew up in I grew up. Well, I can only speak for myself. I grew up in a time where social media wasn't the way that it is now.
Yeah.
Meaning, I went outside, I touched the grass, played other games with people that were in my area. So it's my outlook on things may be different compared to somebody that's only ever known social media.
Yeah.
But I say all of that to say is it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So learn how to use it, and you learn how to get there's going to be negatives, as with everything, but try to draw as many positives as you can from it, and utilize it for your own growth.
Embrace it for good.
Yeah. Definitely.
And for your growth. Like you just said, because it's not going anywhere. So I think personally, you're better off using it, and that's going to help you to elevate your career. It's not a given. I think, and I don't think you really need to post that much to have that effect, because I don't post that much. And it's worked out for me. So if it can work out for me, it can work out for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think, just you don't need to be on it 24/7. It needs to be used very sparingly. But yeah, LinkedIn is definitely a way to stay interested in the sort of general sort of topic. But let's move on to like the story that you mentioned earlier, the scenario that you brought up, which I think is the most sort of, it's what I love to see on LinkedIn, is when people are sharing opportunities with other people.
Yeah.
So I see it not quite a bit, not as much as I would like to. That's why I'm saying it, is when people say, "Oh, I'm reposting it for X individual. I'm reposting it for this person." I think that is great. That is great, because that is the sort of whole ethos of us building. It's techie, isn't it?
100%.
That community, the fact that there are people that are looking out for each other, I think that's essentially what we want to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
That community perspective is so vital. And yeah, keep doing your thing, people. Keep using LinkedIn. Keep on connecting to people. Careful when you're DMing, but yeah, it's here to stay, and learn how to use it for better and the betterment of society as a whole. But I think we need to wrap it up now, because it's a bit of a shorter episode. We're a bit strict on time today, but as always, feel free to
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, and get in those comments, people. Let us know what you want to talk about, anything about LinkedIn, anything else, and we'll be there to respond, and look forward to further episodes. Thank you very much. Peace.